Hello everyone, how are you? Welcome to Claro Beauty with your host Claudia Lara. Thank you for tuning in. And so today, one of you or several of you asked me what was the Surratt palette that I show in other videos just slightly, because I was not talking about it. And they asked me what the colors were, and then they asked me how do I apply some of them. And so I decided to make a video on it. So here it is. This is the Surratt palette. Obviously, I made this combination myself. I bought them individually, and then I bought the actual case. If you don't know, that's how Surratt works. This is Surratt case. They have these ones that are for 4, and then they have a little longer ones that you can put 6 on them, or you can put the blushes kind of horizontal, because the blush is kind of double the size of the two, and they come out very easily. They're not magnetic, so if I flip it, they will come off. And so you can place and match and make your palette however you want. So I got these colors, and I was introduced to this brand actually back like 3 or 4 years ago when LIsa Eldridge, and here I am talking about her again, she launched her lipsticks and she was wearing these eyeshadows, and everybody commented on how beautiful her eyes look. And so eventually she listed the products of what she was wearing, and it was these shadows. And I guess I was not the only one interested, obviously, since so many people asked, because they were sold out for some time. You couldn't find them. So eventually I did find them, and they're still in the Surratt collection, so I'm sure you can find them. So I'm gonna list the names below, just because I'm very bad at names and I can't remember them. But I'm gonna try them today with you, and that way you see how I apply it. I'm sure you can look at how she applies it. It's gonna be much better. I don't know if there's a video on that in particular, but we'll play together and see how they look on me. Now I have to say, and I think I mentioned this in other videos, especially when I show this one, for most people, the beige and browns look much nicer. They look, it's the preference for nudes. For me, they tend to be very brown and darkener. I mean, they look okay, but I like things that brighten me up more than kind of that nude beige sort of look, even though my undertone is beige. So they're not bad, but we'll see. Well, you'll be the judge. You tell me if you like them on me or not, and maybe I should wear them a little more. Before I start out today, also, we're gonna be featuring, I ordered the Hermes lipstick. This is the color, it says Flake, but it's not. It's Rose Magenta. I don't know why it says Flake in it, but it's Rose Magenta. I don't know if you can tell there. You see how that says Flake there? I don't know what that is, but it's Rose Magenta. It has the blue on the bottom. This is it. It's obviously Rose Magenta. And so we're gonna be featuring this lipstick as well to finish up the look. And before I start, as you know, I've been doing this for all my last videos. I wear a new foundation every time. Actually, this is not gonna be new for you. You've seen me doing this video, but I did finally get the LIsa Eldridge new foundation in number 7. So that's what I'm wearing today. I apply it with her new brush, which I do like it. It's very easy to apply. Probably is gonna be my preference to apply with, even more than with my regular, my favorite foundation brush, which is the IT. No, I think I'm gonna apply this one with the brush. I mean, I guess that's why I purchased it, but I actually do prefer it because it's a very liquid foundation. And I think after this, that's it. I might have one more, and then I'm gonna close and give you all my thoughts about the foundations that I have tried so far in the last, I don't know, like 14 days already or 10 days. Okay, so that's what we're doing today. Also, I usually have been adding a fragrance to every video, And I hope this doesn't make it too long before getting to the products feature. But I think it's a little fun. It inspires me and maybe inspires you a little bit. With this Sephora sale, I order the Tom Ford Lost Cherry. I ordered the smallest, it's 10 millimeters. I opened it, had to smell it. I'm sorry. I wanted to wait to smell it with you all, but I was just dying to see what this whole Lost Cherry perfume is all about. So I did open it, I did smell it. So I do have that impression already, and I can smell it without actually spraying it today. But I'm gonna do it here with you all again. And you can see my face on it. But I ordered the small. You're aware I get a lot of samples or small things, because if not, I'll never run through them. I have so much, and that way I feel I have it, and if I want it, it's there. But it's not like all the big bottles, although I have some full and you've seen them. But that's more on the rare, or is their gifts. So this is a travel sort of container, which I actually like a lot, and I have most of the Chanel travels thing, and I love those. They're so easy to put in your purse, and so I like this kind of size. I like them more than the roll-ons. You know, a lot of fragrances sell the roll-ons. I don't know if it's the same fragrances, because they always smell different to me when they're in the roll-ons and when they're in the actual big bottles. I don't know, maybe it's all in my head, but I just opened it, I started smelling it, so I got a little distracted and excited. Now, it is magnetic. I love this part. So I really appreciate the fact that it's a spray and not a roll-on, for sure. Chanel does the same thing. And so, I keep playing with it. It says Tom Ford in there. I really like the packaging. I really like the color. I don't know if it's because it is the fall and this is all the colors that we're going for the holidays, you know, the chocolates and these kind of reds and stuff. I don't know if that's what it is, but I'm enjoying it. So this fragrance, for what I've been, you know, reading about in YouTube and things like that, apparently some people love it and some people hate it. I guess I am 3/4 into loving it. It's not like I love it, but I do like it very much. I don't know. Are we creating a new category? So I am happy I have it. I haven't really put in my mind to wear it to what. It's an interesting. You know, if you wear it for Christmas or Thanksgiving or one of those holiday things, I think when I think of those dinners or holidays, there's a lot of food around and there's a lot of flavors and smells. And so I wouldn't want to add this strong smell on top of everything else. That's my take. I would want something more subtle, because I want the cookies and the cinnamon and the pumpkin spice and the candles and all of that to feel my aroma, my aromatherapy for me, right? So I wouldn't want to have a perfume on me that kept blending on that. However, if it's a nice dinner out, I would like it. If it's like two couples going out, except my husband is a little interesting if he likes the fragrance or not. I don't think he was like in love with this. I just kind of smell it. He said, maybe I'm not in the mood for perfume. So that's not necessarily, I think that's a very polite way to say I don't. So what I'm trying to say, this is a strong fragrance. So you have to be in the mood to make a statement, because if not, you want something more subtle. It doesn't take that much attention. But this one, you saw, I open it. You cannot ignore it. It does leave a lingering behind, not a huge one, not a train, a little lingering, just enough. Like if you pass, grab the attention, people turn, they look, and they're like, and then it's gone. It's sort of like that. So it has that kind of attractive, mysterious sort of thing So again, which kind of goddess do you feel in the day? You know the archetypes of goddesses, right? There are all these feminine archetypes, and we all kind of all of them. So you can be the warrior, you can be the homemaker, you can be the seductress, you can be, you know, there's all these archetypes. One of these days I can talk to you about it. So you have to be in the mood, you have to be in an archetype for this. And I haven't even smelled it. I've been talking forever about it. I'm sorry. I get so involved when I hear them. That's why I've been adding a fragrance. Please comment if you just want me to get to the product. So I put a little bit. I don't want to overwhelm myself. Whew. So after everything else I said, I think I missed the most important, and I just was reminded as I sprayed it. So it's called Cherry for a reason. It's called Lost Cherry, but so there's a cherry smell to it. Now, how do you describe a cherry? Because if I have a cherry and I smell it, it doesn't smell like this. But you know when you bite on it and you feel the juice in your mouth and you immediately get this flavor scent. It's more flavor. You don't really smell it, but it's that flavor. So yeah, I don't know if I smell the fragrance without knowing its name, if I would have pointed out that it was cherry. But now that I know the name, I'm like, oh yeah, like cherry. So, and I immediately see red. I do see this color. So I don't know if you're like me, you know, you smell something, you see something, or you see colors or things like that. Yeah, that's me. So it's just beautiful. It is, yeah. So I'm gonna stop there, but I love it. Okay, there you go. I was 3/4. I guess I'm in the love now. That's why you love it or you hate it. I love it. Not sure what I will wear it to, but I do feel I will be bringing it out here and there just for the mood that creates. How about that? So there you have it. All right, so let's move on. We're here for the eyeshadows, for God's sakes, and the lipstick. All right, so let's do this real quick. I'm gonna use the what is this? Sonia G Work Pro. I'm gonna be using the lightest shade. I'm gonna use, if you know, I always start in the center of my lid because I wanna see what the color looks like before I start spreading it everywhere. And then this has a little bit of shine. Doesn't look that much in here. Look, it didn't look matte. Like this one might look a little more matte. But it didn't look with that much shine to it. Like this one looks like more shine. But on the lid, look at that. It does have some shine. Brilliant. Which at my age, I like it. I think it brings elegance. I guess Surratt does remind me of a little more elegant looking makeup, which is a nice thing. I don't know how these colors will look in a younger generation. I mean, obviously younger generations look awesome with everything. But what I'm saying is they usually look nicer or cooler with shinier things or with very matte sort of thing. I don't know if you agree with me, but this kind of shine, I think is perfect for, 40 and up, 45 and up. That's just my thing. I mean, if you don't agree, that's fine. Let me know. Of course, youngsters look great in everything. They don't even need to buy luxury. What for? Doesn't accentuate their wrinkles, doesn't accentuate their dryness. You know what I mean. All right. Well, at least I didn't appreciate luxury makeup until later on in my years. Before, I didn't see the point of it. I was like, looks the same. I don't get it. Now, no, it does not look the same. I get it. All right, so I put it everywhere, especially in the inner corner because this is the lightest color. I tried to avoid the crease because I didn't want all this shimmer in the crease, and I think the other ones might have some. So the second thing, because I was debating if to put this one in the crease, but it does have a little bit shimmer. These three have shimmer. So this brown one, I am gonna put it on the outer corner first. So we're gonna take, I think I introduced you to this brush once before, if I can find it here, which is in an angle. And of course, it doesn't seem that I can find it. Okay, great. Where? Probably being cleaned. Oh, here it is. No. So this is the Assume W36, but this is what I mean. It's in an angle, diagonal. So it's very easy to apply something here and then up. Just outer corner. I'm gonna use this brown. And then we'll decide if we use the other. But I wouldn't put it just in the crease because I have a feeling, yeah, it has a little bit of, you see how easy it is to do with this brush? You just put a line vertical like I want it, and then you can flick it in, and it does what I'm asking it to do. So the reason I did that, and I did go a little higher, which I was not meant to, well, sort of been undecided because of my hooded eyes. You're supposed to just put it on the lid, just here. And then if you want, you bring it up to the crease. The crease is here, but because of my hooded eyes, it's good to go a little bit above. Also, it's my natural color if you see me without makeup. And so I always like to go with our natural colors. Why? Because I feel that they're smarter than us when it comes to beauty. Meaning your own coloring kind of dictates what's good for you. So again, I'm just bringing it up and up as we speak, and I'm measuring how up I want. But you see now it is uplifting my eyes. I mean, look at the difference. You see how I opened it up? You see, this is without, and this one opens it up, brings it up here, which is what we want, right? Everything up, up, up. So this is a good thing about this Surratt eyeshadows, that you can add the color. It's not like, boom, there it is, and then you just have to blend, blend, blend and hope that it works. This one gives you that opportunity to add color, right? Little by little. Of course, then you have to do it on the other eye, which makes it interesting, but. All right. So that's how much I would like it, because I'm gonna use a very bold lipstick. And besides, I'm not very big on eyeshadows, so that I like this sort of natural sort of look. Now, I am tempted now with this medium one. I just want to see what it does. So I'm going to tap a little bit and then put it next to the outer corner that I just did, kind of filling up the lid. Now, what I'm doing is bringing it in, but not all the way to the inner corner. I'm going to allow the lightest shade to be there. So in essence, I'm grading, right? So I put the darkest, the matte, or the matter of all right here. I just put a little more in my brush. It's all the same brush, by the way. And then I go back. So I'm applying this one. And then I'm adding this one kind of in the center towards the inner. And I already put this in the inner, so this will be the lightest, right? There you go. And then with what is left, I keep coming back here. In reality, I'm gonna use this one, which is the Sonia G Pencil Brow. And I'm gonna put a little bit of the brown and a little bit of the medium. I'm just gonna bring it down a little bit. Okay, and since I have this, now let's try the darkest of all. It does have a little bit of shimmer. I don't think it's mattered that much. So I'm gonna put it here, kind of if I was doing an eyeline, and then bring it in to the crease, but not up. now I am really going for crease only. So my idea is I just want to bring darker color in the outer corner of the lid, not the whole thing. So the person, thank you very much, that asked me how to apply these things, and you asked me which color you use in the crease. So now that I'm seeing how I'm applying it, if you saw, I didn't start with the crease like a lot of other palettes I would, because I didn't know how dark it would have been, and I actually wouldn't want to just start with that. So it will be this one. And which color would that be? Let's see. Oh, because I have to take it out. It's called Brunette. Okay, I had to take them out to see the colors. So while I'm at it, so this is Soie. This is Brunette. Then we have Vison, which is the second lightest. And then we have Chocolat Noir, which is the darkest of all. Okay, so I want to finish with the darkest of all. So now, let me put this a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit of that darkest. And I already did this, but I was just accentuating. Okay. There you go. And so, yes, the Brunette is the one that I will use for the crease. Now that I've seen the color, now that I feel a little more confident, because sometimes you put on something and it's like too dark, right? And so that will be the final look. I'm gonna go and do the other eye and put the, I'm gonna use, well, let's do the lip pencil right now. I just tried this Macro Tech Eye Crayon from Natasha Denona. I tried it with the with the new Glam Face Palette, which is awesome. And I really like it. So I pulled it out today because it's this deep brown, chocolate brown. You see, I'm just adding a little bit. This is the interesting thing about some of these brands, that when you use it with their brand, with all their palettes, or it just looks amazing. But then when you start mixing it with other brands, it's interesting because they don't look as well. They look the best when you use the same brand kind of products. I learned this later on. I guess because they're keeping the whole line in mind, so they know that things go with their products or their undertones. You know, I'm noticing that when I started this channel, I really was pronouncing the words because I was talking to you. And now sometimes I find myself a little rambling. I guess because I'm by myself, but I have to work on that. I hope you can understand me. I'm also trying to put all these subtitles. Look at the difference. I mean, I hope you like the one with makeup, right? And by the way, I'm wearing LIsa Eldridge blushes. I am wearing the Pink Poetry a little bit, and a little bit of the Pink Soap. Now, I must say something strange happened to me today. As I was pushing the blush product, because it's a little hard to get out. You have to really push. It kind of creates a pressure. But I don't know if you can see that dot there. You see that dot of color? it burst on me. So all the color started coming out through there. That's not good. So of course I'm gonna clean that up and try to patch it, or be careful next time that the product doesn't come through the bottom. So has any of you that has LIsa Eldridge blush been through that? And if you have them, be careful, because if you press, you see if I was pressing like this hard because I was expecting it to come this way, but it came this way. So, and it came in this little kind of lines like confetti, very thin confetti. And I thought, oh my God, that looks like a dry product. But no, it was perfectly fine. So just be careful with that. Anywho, so this is, now I'm gonna go back and finish this side so I don't take your time, and put mascara on, and then we're gonna try the Hermes lipstick. So be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I finished my other side and I also added mascara. Now I tried something new this time. You know that I have my favorite mascara, well, at least the one I wear every day, which is the Thrive Cosmetics. And I always use in the color black, which is called Bryn. But last order, I actually ordered a second one that is brown. And this color is Crystal. So it's a brown mascara. And so I wanted to try it since the coloring of the eyeshadows is very brown. So probably you're not seeing the usual very black mascara that shows up, and so then the browns look more. However, I found that this brown mascara makes the look more natural, even though it has that kind of big time mascara like the black one. My sister has a different color than me. Maybe she's a little more Mediterranean. Still, she's very white, but the undertone is more olive, I would say. You know, she tans the nice golden tan, while I tan red. Big difference. And so when she wears this mascara, it looks amazing, the brown. You would never think, right? With me, I usually prefer the black mascara, but this, I think it gives it a very natural, softer look. So I just started wearing it and also featuring for you, so you know this little something. So this color is Crystal, and I really like it. So this is the final look. What do you guys think on the eyes and this palette that I feature? Now, to end today's video, we're gonna go for the Hermes Rose Magenta Lipstick. Now, this one came to me already broken. So if you notice when I open it, you see that little tip? So that's because the lipstick was all the way, and I don't want to tip it because it'll break. It broke all the way in the bottom. And so you can say it's no big deal because you plug it back in, and you know, I can use it even though it moves a little bit. You see it's not completely center because I just plugged it in there. But you know, this was $75, so $75 lipstick. We don't want a broken product, right? So I did contact them. We're on the works on that. They don't take refunds, but obviously this was a defective product. So I don't know what is gonna end up. So I'm sending this back, but I did wanted to try it for you guys. So let's see. Oh, I had a little lip tint on, so I want to remove this. Let's try it together. Whoa. Now, I did order this lipstick because I was looking for this very magenta kind of look. And the reason I was looking for this color, you know, yesterday was my grandmother's birthday. She's already passed many years ago, like 20 years ago or something. Nevertheless, you know, you remember their birthdays or their date of death. But So yesterday would have been her birthday. And she always had it's not a pink fluorescent, like a very bright pink, kind of magenta. Magenta is not the color I'm looking for. I mean, the word I'm looking for. Well, she always had a very pink, bright lipstick on her vanity. And so, I don't know why, I started thinking of her and I wanted to order something similar. And this is not similar. This is kind of the 2021 Rose Magenta colors that I've been popping up. I think I've seen this color sort of similar before. It's beautiful. I like it, but it's not that color that I was looking for. She probably had that color from Lancome or Steel Lauder or something like that. One of those brands that have been there forever. And so I'm gonna look for it, see if I can find it. I'm sure they still have beautiful rose, what is the word I'm trying to look for? Well, it's escaping me. But this is a Hermes lipstick. It's very creamy. It does have I wouldn't say a scent, but on my lips, there's a flavor that comes very, 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 very minute, very lightly. But I'm very delicate, I'm very sensitive, and it's something, some kind of smell, maybe kind of fragrance is coming to my palette from it, which that's strange. I don't know if that's part of the luxury effect or experience, or it's actually not a good thing. I can't decide. It's not, I don't think they meant it because it doesn't have an actual flavor per se. But I'm feeling something. Not feeling, smelling, scenting. All right. So I think the look is beautiful. I hope you're enjoying it. I didn't even use a lip liner. I think this lipstick, it will be best with a lip liner. I can already see smudging a little bit. I mean, smudging is a big word, but, and I wouldn't want to wear like, I have some very pink, let's see. So this is a magenta. This is a Huda. So very pink, right? This is Huda. What color is this? This one was recommended by LIsa Eldridge. There he goes again. I should put a bell for every time I mention her name. I will get into other brands, believe me. It's just, she's been in my mind. Okay. So I think I would definitely use a lip liner with this lipstick because like I said, I do feel it smudging a little or wanting to. And so there you go. Is it worthwhile the money? No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I don't think I will be buying another one from them. But you know, I saw them all over YouTube. It was a new product. They also have blushes and people like them. At least that's what they say on the videos. But to me, it's a beautiful, beautiful lipstick. Look up. So I get the luxury of it, but the performance, right? The performance. Okay, thank you very much for watching. This is a time that I ask you to subscribe to my channel, to please comment, suggest, request, and to please ring the bell so you see when I upload. They're on the right hand side of your monitor. And thank you very much for getting here if you ended up all the way to the end. So I really appreciate it. Let's make this a conversation, and I'll see you next time. See you. Bye.